Hey there, my friend and fellow trader. It's Will here with the FXAce.com. First up, a big welcome to the video. So it was a fantastic week trading this week. And in this video, we're going to go over the trades we took and the reasons for them. So before we actually get started with the video, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, simply hit the subscribe button now. And let's get into the video. So I'm finally back in my apartment, about an hour and a half outside Bangkok, Thailand, where I'm currently been stuck for the past 4 or 5 months with all what's going on in the world, and hopefully soon I'll be able to get back home to Bali. So let's hide my face. Okay, so this is the trades we got this week. You can see of the pending order trades, we got around 600 pips. I kind of closed most of my trades out on Wednesday. We could have had a lot more. We held a bit longer, but again, we're up around 600 pips on Wednesday. So that was 3 times the weekly average. So I kind of had an early week. Manual entries, you can see we had 3 manual entries this week, based on, we'll go over them in this video, based on, they came within like 3 or 4 pips. I think the Euro USD came within 5 pips off the entry. USD Swiss franc was 10 pips off the entry, and Kiwi USD, which was your free signal, I did change this midweek. It also was a few pips off the entry. So some of our clients took those and had a huge week, banking well over 1,000 pips. Clients that just took the normal pending orders, didn't have time to sit at the screen or look for manual entry signals, banked around 600 pips. So it was a fantastic week. It is our ninth straight week in a row winning, and we've banked around 2,500 pips in that period. So like I've always said in emails and previous videos, the second half of every year is my kind of time of the year when I make most of my returns. So if you're thinking of joining the service, it probably is the best time to be joining it. Okay, so let's head over to the charts. The first trade we're going to look at was the USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD. Okay. Just have a look at the charts here. Okay, so the reason simply I was looking to enter this is, you can see we've got a huge support down here on the weekly charts, a huge untested weekly area also. Okay, this was actually the untested level that caused this huge move up at the start of the year. Okay, so I am expecting a nice reaction at this area. Okay, we did get the initial pop last week at this area, so it's probably coming back down to test the area that broke the trend, and then a rally back up. Okay, so probably another good setup for next week. If you look at the lower time frames, again, you can see approaching this area, you can see all the divergence signals we are getting, and as it finally comes into the start of the month, September, you can see we actually got the divergence signal right inside that weekly area. So it's a great setup. That was the reason for it, and could have let it drop a little bit further. Did drop 50 pips against us, but then rallied back up towards the end of the week, and Wednesday we closed out around 40-50 pips. Okay, so that was the USD CAD. Next one was the USD Swiss franc. It was actually a manual entry, and we'll go over the manual entry now. Probably drink my coffee. USD Swiss franc. Find it on the Forex Pro dashboard. There we go. And again, it rallied 130 pips from the entry. Let's look at the monthly charts. Again, I was liking reaction at this low here, and we also had this untested daily area. It's not actually, if you look at that, This is from the 2015 spike down. So it was. So I was kind of expecting at this low here, expecting a reaction. You can see the market moving down. You can see the wicks in the candle here as the market approaches this here support line here. Okay, you see buyers have started to come into the market compared to this huge drop down here. Buyers have started to come in at this area here. You can see clearly with the wicks on the weekly chart. You don't even need to look at the lower time frames to tell you that buyers have started to come in. There is a bit of a fight going on here between buyers and sellers. We are at a strong support, strong weekly area here. Okay. Did kind of pop down below it, maybe taking out a few of the stops. And again, still it's a nice area to be trading at. Okay, I was looking to take this entry as a pending order at 0.89,800, and you can see it come right down within 10 pips of my pending order entry. Monday morning it come back down and then rallied the rest of the week. So if we actually look at the lower time frames, the 1 hour chart, 1, 2, 3, on Tuesday and Monday, they're giving us nice bullish signals here. So this is the free indicator you get with when you join the service, and you actually get push notifications with it, so you can actually program it to send you emails and text messages when the divergence signal happens around the pending order entry. So that's how you'll be able to capitalize on the manual entry. And you see from that manual entry, the market just rallied up. Okay, from it. Next one was the next one. So the next one was the Euro USD. It was a great manual entry trade. Okay, it became within 5 pips of the actual trigger. Okay, again, one of the hardest things to do is you can't perfectly time the market 100%. So my entries are very accurate usually, and again here we're looking to take this at 120, 200, and you can see it right up to 120, 150, and we got a 30-minute divergence signal, and look at that for a drop from that signal. Okay, nearly 200 pips. And if we look at the weekly charts here, this was the high here, was maybe looking at to come up to last week. Also, you have a small weekly area here. Okay, untested. The reason this is a weekly area, you can see the initial drop down here. The market pauses here before it continues down and takes out this low. So that is why I validated that as a possible trading area. Also, as the market's coming into this weekly area here, you can see quite clearly compared to this rally up, the market is starting to get selling interest. You can see it very clearly here with these wicks. It's getting a lot of rejection happening here. So this could be the start of a move down. Next week it possibly could move up, or to test this area again. And if this area breaks, there's only one place where that's going. If this 120 area breaks, and that's up towards the monthly area here, okay, which is probably likely in the longer term. It'll head up towards this monthly area here at 122, I think. Again, the reason for the trade last week, pretty simple. Got this weekly area here, we've got rejection happening. We zoom into the door time frames, we've got divergence signals happening last week or last month at this area. What I was expecting this week after this divergence signal happened on Friday last week was an initial pop up to a new high. That's why I was looking to take this trade at 120, 200. That happened, and the market rallied back down. Okay, we are starting to get a bit of distribution period here. Price action where the markets, after initial rally up, the market started to move sideways. So this could be in anticipation for a move down. For that to be validated, the market would have to break this trend line here and break this channel. Okay, if we get a close above this area here, above this high, we get a close above this high, the market is likely to continue up higher into this region up here. This trend line breaks, expect a move down towards either this last high that was taken out here or down towards the initial area that caused this high at 112. Okay, so if it is going to continue up, you can expect a move down towards here, this breakout area, and a move back up towards these highs up in here. Okay, so the minute next week I'll be probably looking to sell this, so I'll have to double check when I'm doing my analysis after this video. Okay, next trade was Euro JPY. Was a nice trade. Again, we did go a little bit further and we could have stayed in a little bit longer, but I was happy with the profits, especially what happened last week where we were very good profits and then left a couple of trades open and got stopped out towards the end of the week. So this week 600 pips by Wednesday was very nice. Okay, again, similar story to Euro USD. We have this kind of area here. Okay, you can see the initial leg up here, and sellers have started to come in at this area here. You can see this impulse move down. So what I was expecting to happen was a push up, create a new high, and then a sell off, which what happened. My entry was 126,700, and you can see from we actually got a daily divergence happening inside that weekly area, so it's a nice trade. Again, the actual downside, longer term downside move isn't really validated till these lows are taken out, and it could possibly start moving up further. But that was the reason for that trade. We have another zone up here. This here was actually a nice level. This was actually the level that started that huge move down from the flash crash that started 2019. And of course we have other levels up here. Okay. Let's look at the monthly chart. Monthly areas. Okay. Weekly areas are nicer. So this would be a nice area. If we get a close above here, market's likely to continue up to 128,400. Alternatively, this, which is what it's looking likely, is once this trend line is kind of broken here, I can draw this as I can. This trend line is kind of broken. The market's likely to drop heavily, and you're either going to get if the top side is to be validated and it's looking to move up higher, the first target will be kind of this area here that was taken out, and if it's going to drop further, then you can kind of target down towards here longer term. Okay, again, I trade weekly signals, so tend not to be in the market anything longer than a week. But longer term, I like to look at the longer term picture and see where the market is likely to be heading. But if this trend line breaks, the market's likely to continue down. But the signal, why I took it last week, we had this weekly area, daily divergence, expecting popping up to create a new high. That's what happened, and market gave us a trigger. Market gave me a trigger, and we got in a nice trade. Next trade was Euro Swiss franc, which is also a nice signal. Okay, monthly. Do we have this monthly area here? As you can see, this is a kind of range in market where we have here top, here kind of bottom. small monthly area here, which is where the market's kind of holding at the minute. Let's zoom into the weekly charts. Okay, so the reason I was taking this trade was this area here on the weekly. Okay, you can see a lot of rejection happening here. So especially these areas here the past few weeks. What I was expecting this week was the market to pop up and take these highs out, which it did, and actually hit this zone for a second test, which is what happened. And we entered that at 108,500. And let's see, as soon as we got into the market, it absolutely plummeted. That was a nice trade. We got around 60 pips on it, and basically trade there. Next one was British pound USD. You can see every trade we took this week was in profit, which is great when that happens. And British pound USD, again, pretty basic trade for me. Untested level here. Market had rallied up into it last week. I was expecting, as it came in, especially with this candle here, finishing last week, the market would initially start the week with a rally up and then a sell off. So I was expecting a new high in this leg up this week, which is what occurred at 134,300. We get into the market. It popped up a little bit further, but not too much. And it sold off from there, nearly 300 pips, 260 pips. We got 100 of those by Wednesday. And you can see by the end of the week it did pop up again at the end of the day yesterday. And yeah, so that was the trade there. It's pretty simple trade. Weekly area, expecting a new pop higher in this leg up, especially with this candle here. Okay, a lot of buying pressure at the end, towards the end of the week last week, and the market did what I expected this week. It rallied up at the start and then sold off at the end, so it was a nice signal. Next trade was a great trade on the British pound, Japanese yen. Again, weekly area here. Didn't quite make it to the weekly area. I was looking to sell this at 142,200, and I'll explain this setup now. Also, zoom out. So what I was expecting was this area here. You can see just right at the start of this weekly area, we have a nice untested daily area from this huge move down from March. I think this is March, wasn't it? Yeah, this huge move down from the start of this year. Nice area. This was actually the initial move that caused this huge leg down here. I know we've got the high here, the start of the move, but you see an initial drop, pause, then this huge move down. So that was why the reasoning for this trade. It didn't quite make it to 142,920. We got there. I entered this trade at 142,500, sorry, and which it did go against around 20 pips, but it was a perfect entry, and that was the reason for it. Daily, weekly, daily at the start of the weekly, and a nice move down. This could continue up higher. Okay, we've got the initial first easy target was here. Okay, this trend is moving upwards. This high here was taken out quite easily and powerfully. So when the market reacts to this weekly area here, first easy target is going to be the last high that was taken out, which was here, and the market could possibly target higher and go right up the top of this weekly zone here, and this monthly area here. Time will tell. Okay, and we've got a nice higher level up in here for a possible rejection also. Okay. Downside targets. This again, it's kind of reacted at this area here on the weekly charts that caused the last high in the leg up. Another level here, and the initial start of the move down here. It's already reacted here, so this possibly is going to move up higher into the 143, 500 to 145, 146 area. Okay, so that these here, this kind of area here is a nice selling area. And if you look at the trend, there isn't too many divergence signals happening approaching these areas. There was some here, but we couldn't really sell there because it was nowhere near weekly or monthly levels. So divergence signal that happens up around here will be a nice entry. Okay, if you're looking at that. Next trade was Aussie USD, another great trade. Been trying to sell this for a few weeks. This week we got into it, and it went nicely in my favor, or our favor. Okay, reason for this trade, if we look at the weekly charts, it's a nice resistance area here. You'd see got a rejection here before, got it broke out through, then tested it again. So this would be a nice kind of area to be selling that. Resistance, you can see these areas here that cause these lows. Okay, what we're looking for now, you can see divergence signals on the approach, which happened. The market rallied up. Again, I sold this from the start of the week. I was expecting this just to sell off straight away, which is what happened. The reason being, we had the divergence signals just before the actual resistance level. The market pops up, creates a new high in this leg up, and then sells off, which was a nice trade on the Aussie USD. Next trade, we're getting there. Aussie JPY, another great trade. I'm actually still in that trade. It did, some guys are still 90 pips up, and I'm going to hold this trade for a bit longer. Okay, so again, weekly area, actually filled this gap, and then we've got an initial reaction here at this gap. And the reason for it, you can see it more or less sold off from the start of the week. So that was a nice signal on it. Next trade, manual entry on the Kiwi. So that was your free signal for the week. So I did change the entry to 68. It came within a few pips. And just let's have a look at the entry. The reason why I changed that to the entry, you can see I was expecting this to move up this week and hit the 68 area. Okay, at these highs, at this resistance. Okay, we'll just have a look at this now. So my mouse is playing up today, folks. Okay. Market played up into these highs here, into this resistance, come right up to the top of the level. I was kind of expecting, I kind of wanted it to come up a little bit higher into this higher zone up here. It didn't happen. The reason for it, changed the entry. You can see the market rallied up at the start of the week. And if we look at the 1 hour chart, around that 68 area, the market, we're getting lots of divergence signals, market moving sideways. And then we got the initial huge sell-off. So that was a good manual entry on that trade. I hope you took it. Next one. Okay, last but not least, again, we sold Swiss franc Japanese yen, another great trade this week on it. And again, that 117 area, as you'll see, is a very, very strong level. And if you just look directly at the weekly chart, you've got this area here. Okay, you've got these kind of resistance area here. But as you can see, the market moved rallying up, and then it's started to get rejection at this area. So every time it pops up above that 117, I was selling. Let's see here, market started to move sideways. So every time it's moving up, for the downside move to be validated, the market would have to close below this line here. But again, at that weekly area, every time it pops up to above 117, I was selling. And the reason for this trade this week was basically I was expecting the market to rally up at the start of the week. It did go against us around 50 pips, and then you got the huge sell-off. And 117.200, nice, yeah, a nice trade. These trades I love doing. We're at this weekly area, or love taking, sorry. The market's moving sideways, so again, all you have to do, really be doing, is playing the range bound inside the distribution period till the distribution either breaks higher, closes above, and breaks out of these areas here, or closes below. You can simply just play the bottoms here. Personally, I would not be trying to buy this. I'll be looking to sell this as we're in a higher time frame selling area. Longer term, you can see we've had huge sell-offs here in the past, which is likely to be going to happen in the future. Okay, when this area gets broken out, the next kind of level is around 114.500, and if we're going to go down further, you have this area here, 114, that caused this high, which could be a nice target, and to move back up, could hit here, down, and then back down. So this is a nice, if you look at the weekly chart here, this is a nice range market here. So this, if you like holding longer term, you've got patience for holding longer term, you could just hold this sell all the way down. Stop loss obviously is going to be above these highs here around 119. Okay, so there we have it. So around, if you took all the trades and the manual signals also, you would have had around well over 1,000 pips this week. Bit of a long video today. I just like to explain the entries. I've had a few requests to make a longer video. But you have, this one's around 30 minutes. And if you want to actually join the service, we're going to have a look now at what you actually get when you join. Okay, so when you actually click the link below, you will head over to the website, and you just basically join the $97 per month plan, pay monthly. You will obviously receive the Price Action Secrets Beginner course, which is 2 hours of just kind of training that I give you on this video. You also get the secret weapon indicator that we use to do the manual entries. You also get the access to the brand new daily signal service. Again, this in the future will be a separate service. And I forgot to mention in this video, the weekly service this week actually give us an extra 150 pips on top of, sorry, the daily service, an extra 150 pips on top of the weekly trades. So talking well over 750 pips, or if you took the manual entries, nearly 1,200 pips this week if you were trading our signals. Okay, best plan is the yearly service plan. Okay, you actually get access to the Price Action Secrets archives, which is over 20 hours of basically what I've just taught you in this video. It is a 3-month program where I took 10 traders from scratch and showed them exactly how I get my weekly signals and turned them into their own traders over a 3-month period. So you actually get access to all these recordings, and yeah, so it's great value. You also get access to all the indicators, the price zone finder, so you don't have to look for the best trading zones. This indicator just identifies those zones straight away for you. You also get access to currency strengths dashboard, again the FXA secret weapon indicator, the Elite MacBook Pro SR trading robot. Okay, so that allows you to automate our signals. So you can just simply enter the levels on the robot, and it will take entry signals at those levels within a certain pip range. Very, very powerful tool, and it literally just automates everything for you. You also get access, obviously, to the new daily service for the lifetime of your subscription. Okay, dedicated personal support means I always reply to your emails. Okay, so this is the best value, the yearly plan. Okay, you get 40% of the signals, plus you get all 40% off compared to paying monthly, plus you get all this here included in your things. This package is designed to turn you into your own trader over a year. Okay, you can actually earn while you're learning by following our signals. You can learn exactly how we get the signals, and you can cross-reference how we get them with the Price Action Secret Archives video. So you can do your own analysis, come up with your own trading ideas, cross-reference them with our trades, and it will give you more confidence to trade the market. So if you're looking to join the service, simply click the link below. If you have any questions, let me know, will@fxace.com. Hope this video helps. Looking forward to seeing you in the Signal service and in the Telegram group. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you on the next video. Will over to fxace.com.